So law 4 of the unbreakable operating system is the brand moat. So a moat historically would protect a castle from intruders, it's a body of water. The moat for your business is your brand. And when you have a brand, you actually are protected from people coming at you from a price perspective, so you're not like racing to the bottom on price, or people coming at you from a product perspective, like somebody copying you, right? It's why you still have RC Cola and Coke, but people still buy Coke. So how do you do that practically if you're a small business owner? Well, one way that is extremely effective is to stop advertising or telling video stories about what your product does, but tell the stories of the people who use your products. So as an example, in the suspension company that I used to be the president of, we went out and developed something called the Journey Better series. And in that series, I just told stories of people's lives. They happen to be clients who use the product, but it was about, a quarter horse location, a lady who like basically raised horses and helped girls ride those horses at rodeos. And we just told that story. And there was like a little tiny bit about the suspension in there. Or somebody who drove his RV around and he grew up disabled and couldn't physically get around. And his van really gave him this like freedom. And so we kind of told that story. Telling somebody else's story for your company is how you build your brand, because then people can see, okay, that's actually who would use this. And then if they identify with that, it makes sense. So I was talking to a client today who has an assisted living facility. And it's like the hardest part of that assisted living facility is the kids who are making the decision to move their parents into these assisted living locations. And so right now it's like, oh, well, we work with this person who goes to social workers and to placement agencies, and then they refer people over to us. And it's like, okay, well, hold on. You don't need to go all the way to the end client, which is, the parents, because they're not really the client, it's the kids. And so I was talking to them about just developing a series that tells the story of the kids and like the struggle that they go through to move their parents into an assisted living facility. So go tell a mini documentary, a 5 to 10 minute mini documentary that follows them, like the pain that they go through, the thoughts, the conversations, the conversations they have with their siblings and with their parents, and just tell that story. And through telling that story, you will move people toward your company because they'll know what you stand for, right? Because you're showing who is actually using your product and the story, which is above all else, the most universal thing that you can share. So if you want to build a brand moat, tell the stories of the people